they're a part of it. So they're 50% of that. So the trend hoppers, hype beasts, they make the hype. Then there's the resale community. So the resale community, we can see the hype, right? We're following the hype. We're like, oh, there it is. Boom, I see it, hype, boom. So I go buy up all the pairs. So now I value the pairs, and whoever's willing to pay whatever they're willing to pay. Sometimes I'm going to throw it up super high. Sometimes it might not be that crazy. It might be a lot of pairs. But hype beasts got to take their onus for that. And then the reseller has to take their onus for that. So I feel like it's 50-50.
There's always a bad notion on
Come on, give them
shoes.
to me, baby. All right, I'm in line. The pending is the worst. Dude, I'll be happy if I got these, but I'm not getting it. I know it.
Got him.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Fair Game Podcast. I am C.
This is Cash.
And this show is about the culture, sneakers, sports, music,
and all that.
A couple other things.
I don't know. I don't even know what we talk about for real. We just be kind of conversing.
Exciting stuff. How you feeling today, C?
I feel great. And so this is a huge switch for us. It is actually the top of the morning for us. It's not like 9 o'clock at night. So, I feel great.
This is whatever time you want it to be.
I'm on like 3 hours of sleep right now. I feel great.
Juice.
Pure life.
I love it.
Sad thing is, the SB4s dropped today. Did you hit? Did you even bother to hit?
I didn't even try.
So I was sneaker and driving. Sneakers and driving, I didn't hit. So,
Dangerous.
Took one L today already. I risked my life for these shoes and I couldn't hit.
Nike, send them a pair.
Please. Either way, past 2 days, my past 2 off days, pretty smooth. Got some work done. Hung out with the lady, you know what I'm saying?
Fine.
Time to get this week started. Time to get this money.
I like that.
How about you, man? How you feel?
No, I'm feeling solid, bro. Yeah, like you said, man, starting in the morning, super fire. I love to start in the morning. I'm a morning starter. I got a lot of energy in the morning. I like to listen to my music in the morning, so I was able to practice on a couple albums that we had in the playlist or whatever in the Serato. Pretty fire. I like them. But my past 2 days, it's been cool. I was at work and out of work. Did a little office work. That was kind of cool. Took down a couple of topics. You actually helped me take down a couple of topics. It was super fire.
I did nothing but hold. I did no such thing.
Just trying to boost morale on the squad. But the past couple of days, like I said, just been excited. We've been going a little viral.
A little bit. Shout out to all the TikTok viewers out there. If you guys are coming from TikTok, appreciate you guys. If you guys do listen to the whole podcast, maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
A little gift card giveaway. Maybe. If you guys stick around through the whole podcast.
Gotta stick around to the end. But, like I said, super fire just to check that stuff out. I definitely love our newfound fans that we have. You definitely have a lot of newfound fans.
That's one way to put it.
I mean,
that's definitely one way to put it. I don't know if they're fans or...
Everybody who is like interested in what you're doing is pretty much a fan. If they kind of like monitor your day and stuff like that, like they're a fan of you.
That's facts. I agree.
So, shout out to the fans out there. Definitely appreciate you guys for locking in. Definitely has been a highlight of my week. Just checking in and laughing at you guys in the comments. A lot of people want to come on the show. That's also exciting to me. But right now we're just building, so we're gonna continue to build. We'll figure that out in a few.
Definitely give us a couple episodes / weeks and
months,
maybe months,
and get your shit together so you can be doing something so we can be interested in putting you on the show.
Please don't say you do everything. That's one thing I hate.
What you do? Oh yeah, I do everything.
I do everything.
What is that?
You know. This is the
All right. Yeah. So other than that, bro, what you got on, man? Let's talk about that.
I kept it simple today. I was actually struggling what to wear with these shoes because they're so like loud.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna just offset it with everything else pretty basic. So I got the Cherry 11s on, classics. One story about these, I actually just walked into Shoe Palace and just got them. So that was a huge W.
Old school shit.
You can't do that nowadays. I was so happy I just walked in and I got them.
That's fire.
You know me, man. Target, Goodfellow jeans. I need them.
Add anywhere, there.
I need a whole color run and size run. Then I got Market on the Top sweater.
That's the YG collab.
No, I don't think it's the YG collab. They call it the YG collab. I don't know if it was the actual YG collab.
I seen YG model in that joint.
Hey, F it though. It's still fire.
Hard.
It's like 2 years old, I think. I got Warren Lotus on the bottom. You can't see it though.
Good faithful.
And Costco underwear. Oh, and I got
We never mentioned our underwear.
Nike socks with Jordans. Is that cool?
My dog, he finally did the Nike socks with the Jordans.
I was gonna come with like Puma socks, but I didn't want to do that to you.
No one has Puma socks once again, but he feels
Costco
better.
for sure sells Puma socks.
I mean, that's the problem. They're sold at Costco.
What's the problem with that?
I mean, honestly, I'm uncomfortable with places I can get everything from. Like the socks down to the meat is kind of odd to me. It's odd, exactly.
Socks to the meat.
Not rolling.
What you got on today, man?
Today I threw on, once again, Lightning 4s, super fire shoe. Wanted this shoe since I was super young, coming up. Never could get it. It was extremely expensive. They dropped again. Y'all hated on them, slept on them, left them in stores. Prices went down. I grabbed 2, of course. Wearing 1, stocking 1. On the jeans, OG shit, paper denim, Circa Wale. On the top, Pokemon, Babe collab, super fire tee.
Do you even like Pokemon, man?
I do. I love Pokemon.
Name more than 3 Pokemon.
Squirtle, Charizard.
Who's that?
Pikachu.
Pikachu?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more.
Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum?
He's not a Pokemon, but you know what I'm saying?
You got it. You got it.
Team Rocket.
What's
You
on
know
the
what I'm
crown,
saying?
man?
Crown right here, I got the Skittles. This is I can't remember who this is by. They're gonna kill me in the fitted community, but Hat Club, I think it's Hat Club. Hat Club did the Skittles collab on the Seattle Mariners. Super fire hat. On the side, they got the candy pin. Fire hat. Shout out Lorenzo. He gave it to me for my birthday, so got it
You
for
know what
free.
I'm starting to dislike is green underbrim. Even though it's a classic, I'm not a big fan of it.
Hat
That's
community.
not a walkout.
I'm not gonna walk out. Hat community. Don't do that to him. I get it. I understand he doesn't understand the classic energy of a green underbrim or a gray underbrim. But it's important to us, and
like
we're
if
gonna.
I were to choose, I would definitely go for a black underbrim. I said something wrong. The Arthur fist.
No, what are you talking about? They're gonna be pissed. Hey, sorry, y'all. Don't be mad. I don't know why he's talking about black underbrims like that. I mean, but I get it. It's cool. It's a new gen thing. That's super dope. I mean, if you like black underbrims, we love it. But we're trying to go for the classic. So, speaking of green, StockX versus Nike. For some green, they need to figure out this suit, man. What's going on? Have you heard anything about that?
I have heard that I believe they sold fake pairs. Nike, I mean, they're infamously known for a lot of fake pairs going through them. But
Nike sold fake pairs or StockX sold fake pairs?
StockX obviously not authenticating. That's the key word nowadays. Authenticating them correctly, and there's fake pairs going through.
Yeah.
Can you read out what StockX said?
StockX says, well, I actually read it. I did a ton of research. StockX just says that they're a platform that authenticates their sneakers, and they have such a vast catalog that they have been authenticating sneakers for so long, and Nike doesn't have that process, or no other company has that process. This is circa the owner of StockX. I can't remember his name, but it is somewhere here. I'll put it in there. But he says that they have such a vast catalog and such a history of authenticating pairs, which is why that they can see that those shoes are real. And they seem to think that Nike has implanted those shoes.
So they're selling fake. Nike themselves are selling fake shoes as real to make StockX look bad.
Exactly. That's what they're saying.
Insane.
Implanted. I don't believe that. I highly doubt that Nike would be selling fake sneakers to them to try and discredit what they're doing. But I don't know. I mean, you guys tell us in the comments. I really don't understand why they would think that that's a thing going on when Nike, they don't have no reason to fake their shoes. Why would I go to the same factory to get the cheaper quality one? I'm sorry, not the cheaper quality one. The worst quality one for the same exact price when I can get the higher quality one and just sell that, glue stains and all.
Yeah.
You know, so
It doesn't make sense at all, to be honest.
doesn't really make sense.
Like, why is StockX such a huge, like, quote unquote enemy towards these big companies? I would have thought before anything they would have collabed with these big companies. If anything,
that's over.
that's definitely over.
That's over.
At least with Nike, yeah, it's over.
I think with everybody it's over, just because like you can't keep the consistency of your product when you obviously have it at a different price on a different platform. The reason this is all going up is because of the NFT. They made an NFT that had the logo of the black and white dunk.
Yeah,
Nike owns that.
and they got super pissed off with that one.
They
But do they? That was before the day of age of NFT like that. Did they really own their NFT Nike logo?
Nike was in the process of doing that NFT. So that rolled out. That's when I was telling you they tried to sue Bape. They were suing Cool Kai. That was when all that rolled out because they were how to say the word? Patent the.
I don't know if patenting is the
Yeah,
correct term,
exactly. I
but
would say patent.
yeah, y'all get
But
this.
when they patent the logo and they patent the sneaker and the patent the silhouette of the Jordan 1, the Dunk High, the Air Force One, at that point, that's when I realized, okay, like they're suing because they're trying to get this NFT thing off the ground. They did get it off the ground. StockX still had that picture up there. It's a little tough. I mean, realistically, StockX could still do the same exact thing, but just take the picture of the dunk off and do a certificate. It could be an NFT of the certificate.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one.
That's the simplest way to do it. But, you know, I don't know. To me, it seems like having your name in the big war is the situation. You know, everybody's like, oh, yeah, like my name is next to Nike. If we continue to see StockX's name next to Nike, you know what I mean? StockX star rises.
That's facts.
I mean, are they less credible?
I feel like they've been on a downtrend for sure for being less credible, but they're still the world's biggest aftermarket right now, still to this day. So they came onto for a quote. They said, while we can't comment on pending litigation, we are confident in our legal defenses and have continuously supplied appropriate information in a timely manner. We stand by our verification process as one of the first and best in the industry, and in 2022 alone, rejected more than $330,000 worth of products worth nearly aftermarket price $100 million. StockX also has a buyer promise in a place which is central to our mission of offering a safe and secure marketplace for both buyers and sellers. If we make a mistake and incorrectly verify an item, we're committed to making right for our customers, which I think that's a huge cap.
I thought you couldn't return things on StockX.
You cannot return things on StockX.
Why would he say that?
I have no clue.
So they're capping about returning stuff on StockX. See, that's the beauty of Nike, though, right? Like with any other products, you can return all that stuff.
And you low key have warranty on these items too.
Yeah.
And that's a hidden gem. Supposedly you have like a 2-year warranty. I learned this on TikTok or something like that.
There's a 2-year warranty. There used to be unlimited warranty. You could bring back anything. People would bring back cooked KDs from hooping, like cooked. I'm talking like 2 seasons cooked. And I want to get, you know what I mean, return these.
A brand new pair of KDs.
And I mean, you wouldn't get a brand new pair, but you can get like $40. You know what I mean? What they were worth pretty much, which is fire.
Which is still good.
I think that's a segue to Nike or those retailers kind of like, you know what I mean, stepping into that resale game or stepping into that flea market type of game. You know what I mean? If they buy all those KDs, refurbish them, put them out in a flea market.
But that would just be like a Ross, a Marshalls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for Nike, though.
So it's coming straight from Nike.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Or, I mean, I think this is what they do. I think it's regrind. I think they just take all that stuff back, grind it back up, and they put that in.
Isn't that kind of like the Nike
shoes.
outlet though?
that is the Nike outlet. Problem is the Nike outlet is also kind of bougie though. It's like,
In a way, yeah.
yeah, like you still go in there and can get like Jordans, like
You
the
could definitely
newest
find
Jordan.
a gem, yeah.
Yeah, versus like I'm talking like old. I'm talking the old Nike track jacket from like '85, and they just kept it in the company instead of it going to a thrift shop. Now Nike's just selling it for $3.
I get what you're saying.
Hey, Nike, get at me, man. We could work some ideas out, man. You know what I'm
Give my
saying?
man's a freaking corporate job.
Yeah, we could work some ideas out. But I mean, with that being said, though, I do want to tap into like, I mean, do you have anything else about StockX though?
I have not. I just think it definitely hurts their brand as a whole. They definitely need to clean up their verification process and make returns possible. If you sell a fake, I should be able to return it and get my money back. That's literally plain and simple.
And another thing about verification, man, like I totally get it. Like you're saying that y'all need to stop like showing y'all verification guys like running through the shoe extremely fast, like not paying attention. They rubbing the bottom of the shoe with a cotton swab. I don't know what that verifies on the shoe.
Supposedly, they have a step-by-step verification process. So they have like people who check the sole, then you pass it on. They check the heel tab, but
Are they soul makers?
I don't know. So they definitely need to clean up their what's a good word for this? They need to learn the shoe before they even decide to verify this shoe.
100%. How do you verify an old shoe from the 80s? You know what I
That's
mean?
another
A
thing.
retro dunk.
That's another thing. You can't even sell like super OG shoes because the natural wear and tear, then the natural wear and tear to a box. It's kind of tough selling very OG or even like super exclusive items on StockX because they have no clue. They've never seen the shoe before. It's like 4 pairs out there. How are you gonna actually verify this shoe?
That's a fact. I mean, so quick pivot then. How when your shoes are old and dusty and crumbled up and done, do you still keep them?
That's a tough one. I think I've learned to let go. I used to. So I just give it to like the donation center. Cause I have like cooked Air Forces, cooked Superstars. My shadow dunks are very bad right now.
Cooked.
They're cooked, but I
Super
still
cooked.
love them. I think that one I might keep. But the Air Forces and Superstars, I'm definitely gonna donate.
I feel you. I feel like a lot of the sneaker culture guys don't. It's hard for us to let go. So I got a ton of like crumbled up J's. Like I think I showed you like some beat up fours I have from 2012. That I just kept, and I don't know. It's kind of like
It's tougher for those type of items because they still, in a way, hold value.
they do, but like realistically, like what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like at a point, you're like, man, I gotta throw these away. It's not like I'm aware of them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna wear them like cooked like that. And if they're cracked, they're broken. Like I just broke my twos the other day, from 2005 or 2006, one of those, and I just kept them in the closet.
It's a little soul swap, man. Get your little soul swap.
But see, that once again, that's me putting in the work.
That's doing too much.
Yeah, like it's over, man. There's new tools out. I got those.
I get what you're saying.
I could just wear those. You know what I mean? At some point, you gotta kind of like stop being pretentious about those things. But that segues me to the next topic is hype culture, man. Like,
The hype beast era.
is the hype beast era done?
I would say both yes and no. I feel like I've said this before. I don't know if I said this on an earlier podcast. I think we're in the total age of our personalities, our most individual selves. I think trends are slowly dying and people are adapting to cultures in a way or like cliques in a way.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know.
So like obviously the sneakerheads, then you got people who wear like Tyler, Gulf Wang, then you got your punk type of vibe. I don't think there's one trend right now that everyone's following right now.
maybe that worker's jacket.
Carhartt?
Yeah,
think
that
that
work
kinda
that
died
worker's
off,
jacket.
too.
It's dying, but I think a lot of people are pushing that. A lot of people are pushing Jordan 4s right now. A lot of people are pushing what else are they pushing there? A lot of people are pushing fitted hats. The fitted hats are big wave right now. A lot of people are doing that
that's
style,
true.
so that's incorporated in everyone's style, I would say. But you're right. I think You're right. I agree with you. I think we are in the wave of like originality and people kind of doing their own thing. I think it's very important that you stay original in your style. Obviously, I made comments on here that people are like going crazy about. I'm talking about wearing $1,500 sneakers.
But there's a lot of people that agree with you too, because it is a culture.
It's a culture, man. You don't have to pay $1,500 for the sneakers for them to be worth $1,500. See, that's the thing. When I say that, I mean like there's some Rick Owens shoes, boots that people bought at the thrift shop, and they might have been $150. But yeah, when they came out, they were $1,500. So that's what I mean. It's the quality that you're standing on. You know what I mean? A lot of people have old vintage jackets that might have been worth $800 back in the day, which to them was $1,500. Boom, found it at a thrift shop, got it for $20, or maybe even $100, and it's probably worth like $2K right now.
So what you're saying is the retail value is what your $1,500 is worth? I'm confused a little bit. Can you like?
I'm saying buying things for retail is always the goal. No matter what, once it's bought for retail and then out on the market, at that point, the value of it is what matters. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying my jacket is $1,500, I'm not saying I paid $1,500. I'm saying it's worth, it's valued at $1,500. That's why it's flyer than the fake pair.
To go back to the idea of why pay $1,500 when the retail was $150, who markets up these items?
Whoever owns it.
Does it come like to a vast majority? Like, it's hard to like push this trend up so much money. So say, for instance, the Nike SB4.
Okay.
Retails at $225 after tax, maybe $250. Right away, it's already at $5 to $6.
Based off pandemonium.
Based off the hype.
Based off, yep.
The hype beast.
Okay.
So if there was no hype beast or so-called trend followers, what's the correct term that I used? Trend hoppers.
Yep.
They market up that item.
They're a part of it. So they're 50% of that. So the trend hoppers, hype beasts, they make the hype. Then there's the resale community. So the resale community, we can see the hype, right? We're following the hype. We're like, oh, there it is. Boom, I see it, hype, boom. So I go buy up all the pairs. So now I value the pairs, and whoever's willing to pay whatever they're willing to pay. Sometimes I'm going to throw it up super high. Sometimes it might not be that crazy. It might be a lot of pairs. But hype beasts got to take their onus for that. And then the reseller has to take their onus for that. So I feel like it's 50-50.
There's always a bad notion on reselling shoes.
It's not. I mean, it's creating another market for people to have.
To make it available to the
readily
people who couldn't get it on retail or get it on release day.
Or the people who just don't care. You know what I mean? They're not going to go all the way down and stand in line. Like, that's also a part of the culture. Line culture used to be a thing. We used to stand in line and try and get all the shoes. We stand in line, Foot Locker, stand in line, Nike Town, get a ticket, get a wristband, things like that. And that was a part of the culture. It got a little dangerous. Now, we're online with it. Bots, things like that. But also resale community, right? This brings back the old nostalgic feel of walking in and buying a shoe. Obviously, price might be marked up. But if you want it, does it really matter? You would pay that much for anything that you really wanted.
That's true. That's true. Another thing going along with that, like, what would you define a hype beast? Is there a fine line or is there a definitive meaning?
I think there's a definitive meaning. I think that anybody who is spending money or jumping in to then be a part of the culture is a hype beast. If you're trying to do something to fit in, then that defines a hype beast right there. I think that a lot of times we see something that we like and we like it genuinely because we enjoy it based off color or silhouette or style. I think other people see things and like them because other people like them. Maybe, you know what I mean? You were around your friends and they're like, oh, these are fire. And you're like, I don't really know. And then you're like, yeah, I think since everybody's saying they're fire, these are fire. And they jump on that train. Or if somebody's like, the newest, hottest shoe is going to be the Jordan 4s. And then people are like, what? Yeah, I'm on that way versus going the way you like. You know what I mean? I like when we were doing top 10 one time and you were like, I like the 12. You know what I mean? I like the 12. Realistically, and that's how it's supposed to be. The fashion setter, the trend setter is going to set the trend by picking what they actually like versus picking what everyone else likes. You know what I mean? Versus picking what everybody else does. So with that being said, a hype beast is just literally somebody who is trying to fit in and follow that trend, and they're not really for the culture per se.
Yeah, any cost. That was spot on. I agree with you on that.
I mean,
That's another thing going along with the hype beast culture again. A lot of these high end fashion brands are starting to buy into this hype beast,
Of
hype
course.
culture,
of course.
this streetwear type of style. Like, for example, the Gucci collaborating with Adidas,
Louis Vuitton Supreme,
Louis Vuitton Supreme, Louis Vuitton Nike.
Louis Vuitton Nike. Forgot about Louis Vuitton Nike.
I think this is starting to become a huge wave over every wave of fashion.
Definitely. So, I mean, I guess the answer is hype culture is dead, or it's integrated.
Overtaken.
It's what?
It's overtaken, or
No, it's infiltrated. I feel like it's infiltrated high fashion. So now it's just a part of high fashion. I feel like athleisure, streetwear has just infiltrated high fashion. You know what I mean? Somebody like Jeff Hamilton, right? Like that's considered like high fashion now, those jackets. You know what I mean? That Kobe, he did design for Kobe and he designed for Jordan. Those are like high fashion jackets, but they're just like a sports jacket.
like a sports leather jacket.
But
yeah.
that's high fashion in the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is there any distinctive like streetwear versus hype in a way?
I mean, not really.
You don't think so?
What do you think?
So like a Supreme, I don't think Supreme is as big as it used to be, or they probably made it more available now.
Some people would say Supreme is bigger than it's ever been. Just opened up a new store.
This could be true, yeah. But it has this what's a good way to put this? People used to line up and not be able to get these products. I feel like it's a little easier nowadays.
They still line up.
They still line up.
Things still sell out.
They do still sell out. But I think back in the day, the Supreme website was clear and wiped out. And that's what built up the hype. If it didn't sell out, would the hype still be there?
I mean, from example, it is. It's gone, man. It's still there. I think that the Supreme hoodies, box logos, those still sell out, go crazy. Box logo tees, they still sell out, go crazy. Anything that has a red box logo is still going to be valued at over $200. I think the hype is still there in that space. I think that the accessories are super fire. I think, honestly, their accessories are so underrated. Supreme hits on everything, you know what I mean? Like, and every time you see a new piece from Supreme, you're like, there's one piece that you like every time. I think that shows that they're alive and well.
That's definitely some gems you just dropped, Mr. C. Harris, C13, Wood Harris.
I want to get to some drops real quick. Like you said, some gems that I dropped.
Let's get into it, man.
But hold on. Since we were talking about Supreme, I want to just do a Supreme real quick shout out. The Supreme drop is going to be inside out box logo. Reverse. It's like an inside out box logo.
Will it have the stitch too? Like right here, the seams?
I haven't looked and seen the seams yet, but all I know is, you know how like when you flip your sweater inside out?
Like kind of reverse? Oh.
I think it's regular. I think it's right side up. I don't know. We got to pull it up. We're going to pull up a picture of it so you can see it, but super fire. I was looking at that. I was like, I need this. Fire. I need at least two.
I'm honestly never in tune with Supreme or clothing. We know this already, so.
Yeah. I told you I'm going to get you your first Supreme piece, so it might be something out of this drop.
I was looking on the Supreme website. I thought some of those pieces were fire. Not the shirts, more so like the coats and the jackets.
They got a patchwork. That's another one I was going to tell you about. The patchwork sweater is like, looks like a ready-made super fire. Looks kind of long, pause, but it's very fire sweater. I would definitely cop that. I would definitely cop the inside out joint. And I think it was one more thing. It was one accessory, but whatever accessory they got, I'm a cop too. Supreme drop coming up. It's probably going to be dropped by the time this episode drops. But let's get into sneakers, man.
Flop of the year?
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
You're a hater.
All right.
That's crazy, bro.
Let's talk about it first. The Travis 1 Low Olive. Woman sizing. Releasing April 26th, I believe. Rumored to release.
These are fire.
These are actually a brick for me.
These are fire. You crazy.
They didn't do the color blocking correct.
They did the color blocking just like the regular ones.
No,
Reverse
they didn't.
mocha.
They did it like the reverse mocha. Hear me out. Now, if they
Reverse
did
mocha is the second best, arguably.
I agree 100%. But if they did it like the OG mocha,
The OG mocha, somebody's pop locking in
hell
it.
yeah,
Cadillac
someone was
at the-
breakdancing upstairs.
Yeah, stairs. I used to think it was like like Peloton or something like that?
Probably. Oh, it is Peloton.
Yeah, they up there
Oh, they for sure getting a workout.
and they work out on them before work.
Either way, I'm for sure passing on these. It's not like I could get them either way. They sell
Fire.
out. Bots get them.
Flame.
Where do you rank these in your Travis's? Travis lows. Travis 1 lows.
Mocha, 1.
Okay.
Reverse mocha, 2.
Now you're talking.
Fragment, 3.
Now you're talking. It's not.
Olive.
It's not better than the Phantom. It's not even
Olive, he
close.
4. Yeah, he 4. Or she 4. Olive, she 4.
Hell no.
Olive, she 4.
Hell
Hard.
no.
This joint fire. I wish it was my size, y'all. I need these.
You
these
could probably
so
fit
fire.
it to a 10.5.
Nah, I could never, man.
You
I
could
tried
squeeze,
it. I
Make your
tried.
big toe fit in there.
Nah, I can't do the corn thing. But these is fire right here. If these was in my size, I would auto these bad boys. But, you know what I mean? Definitely, I could try and cop them for somebody else. You know what I mean? Size 7.
7.
7.
It's the only correct order. OG mocha. Reverse mocha.
I'm sorry,
Actually,
Phantom
no.
at 5 or Phantom
No,
at
no,
6.
No. I'm
Because
totally
there's no
wrong.
5th one.
I'm totally wrong. There is a 5th one.
What's the 5th one?
This one.
No, Phantom's at 6.
What's another one?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm confused.
There's 5 of them. This is number 4. Phantom is number 5. I said Phantom is number 6 though because
Is
there's no
that
5th
bad?
one. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, back to yours.
As I was saying, let me restart my whole list.
Sure.
Fragment. OG mocha. Reverse mocha. Phantom. And olive. That color blocking just not it, bruh.
The reverse mocha is the color blocking.
No, it's
fire.
not, but it's actually, pleasable. It actually looks good, bro.
These hard.
What would you rank your best Travis of all time? Like in his whole shoe collection?
Best Travis of all time. Air Max 270. Trail. Nah, I'm fucking around.
I was about to say, you're freaking sick
nah,
for
but
that.
the best one, I would say.
That's definitely his worst. Can we agree to that one?
No, the worst one is that Trenner. It was Travis.
The trainer.
The trainer. No, it's
No,
a
I
Trenner,
think-
yeah.
I still think the 270 is worse.
Nah, the Trenner was probably the
Nah,
absolute
the 270 is
worst.
for sure worse.
Yeah, not. Or that Air Max, not Air Max, the Bo Jackson, the
Yeah,
SP trainer. The brown ones with the cover on it, with the shroud.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about the Trunner, the Jordan Trunner. It didn't come out. It was a friend and family. We'll put it up on the screen.
All right.
Disgusting, really bad.
I'll see it after.
But the best Travis is probably, to me, I say the 4s, but I mean, it's something about that color blocking. It's something about that shoe.
That one might not even crack top 5, to be honest.
Guys, the Travis 4 definitely is definitely in
I
the
think the
top 5.
olive 6 is better.
No way. Absolutely not. The Travis 4 is probably the one, the best one.
I think the second Air Force might be better than that one.
The Travis 4 is probably the 4 that brought the 4s back. The Travis 4 is a 4 that brought the 4s back. And the breads.
I was about to say,
but,
they dropped literally the same year.
That's what I'm saying. That was a part of the wave. That was a
Nah.
part of that wave.
Nah.
However, everyone's top Travis is probably the Mocha 1 low or the Mocha 1 high.
I think the Mocha 1 high is overrated.
The Mocha 1 high is mad overrated.
Thank you.
I'm not rolling.
Thank you. Y'all so sick over the shoe for what, bro? Like,
It's just the leather. It's just not. It's like
the
stiff.
rip-off heel tab,
The
bro.
little pocket side thing. Like, I'm not rolling with the
I'm
Travis
not
highs. I'm
rolling.
not gonna lie to y'all.
Like,
Travis
if I can get
highs.
it for a good deal, then yeah, bro. but
I'm
like,
not rolling, bro. I don't like the backward swoosh.
That's insane.
On the highs, it looks bad. On the lows, it looks great.
Okay, I'm rolling with that. I kind of do agree.
It's too much space.
Fragment high is terrible.
Just terrible.
The fragment high is terrible.
Y'all about to kill us in the comments for this one. I already know, but it's all good.
My personal favorite Travis, and probably the best Travis of all time, the Travis at Nike SB Dunk. And that, you said they brought back the 4? This brought back the dunk.
It was a part of that wave.
That and the chunky dunkies.
It was a part of that wave. I agree.
Thank you.
Very hard to get.
Oh man, I was high key tempted to pull the trigger for 15 because it's my grail. This is my grail. This is what we're talking about. My favorite shoe of all time.
I don't see a lot of people wearing that shoe.
It's hard. It's kind of hard to wear. It's not, but it is.
And that's a grail.
And it's the grail.
Oogie.
That and the Toro 4. You know how I feel.
Toro 4 is fire.
Yeah, they need to bring
That's
that one
fire.
back. They need to bring
That's
that
the
one
color blocking. That's what I'm saying, though.
back. Yeah.
Those are fire. But, so, what you were saying, what's the best, Travis? The Air Force One?
And the Nike SB.
Oh, the SB.
The SB Dunk.
Those are fire. I like those.
Then I'll probably go to the Olive 6.
What's the worst, Travis?
The worst, Travis, the 270.
Crazy. You said the Olive 6 is your second pick?
Nah, I'm low-key tripping.
Over all the ones?
OG Mocha one low.
Okay.
Then I'll probably go Fragment one low.
Hype.
Then I might take that second Air Force, the one with the strap and the
I like that
zipper.
one. That's a sleeper.
That's
a sleeper.
that
It's
one's
better.
fire.
Actually, the second Force is better than the first Force. to
Oh
me.
yeah, easily.
I hate mesh.
The white mesh is disgusting.
It's disgusting, especially when it gets dirty.
Oh, we see those probably every day in the store. Shout out, Daddy.
Cookbook.
TV boy.
I wish he was here.
TV boy. Them
I don't like to talk about people
they still
behind their back. So
man, I'm still telling.
yeah, them joints is cookbooked. You know what I mean? Well, speaking of cookbook, the next release, Jordan, what is this shoe called? UNC?
Nah,
Nah,
I'll
this
tell you
is
the
called
exact name.
Vintage Tokyo. Tokyo Vintage.
Tokyo Vintage. They're releasing. What's today? In 4 days, March 25th.
March 25th, Tokyo Vintage. Fire. Flames. Woo! Yo, these is flames, B.
Them the fake ass unions, bro.
Fake unions?
Them the fake ass.
They don't even, that's not, first of all, they're not. Union obviously copied off something. They had the inspiration from something.
Don't matter.
These have an inspiration from
Fake
something.
ass unions.
The union didn't have lows.
Now, if you put a union that lay on that joint,
hype.
might be shoe of the year.
Shoe of the year.
No cap.
Stop it.
That's the hype beast.
These are fire. This is
No.
definitely one of the shoes that can be a part of not the shoe of the year conversation, but like honorable mention in the top 20-ish.
Okay, I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? But flames though. This joint is inspired by Mike's first trip overseas.
No cap. They look like a GR that no one cares about.
These ain't no GRs though.
They for sure a GR.
They got the North Carolina toe on them in the North Carolina old school fashion. They got the snakeskin on the back based off the snakeskin Mikes that Mike wore. He wore some snakeskin 12s out there. Fire.
That's
and
a drop.
then
They're not better than the Union One.
Vintage
lows.
Soul.
The AJKOs. Not even close.
AJKOs versus the Jordan 1s. You're a
These-
maniac.
The AJKOs are for
You
sure
are a
better.
maniac. No
They're
one
better.
cares about the AJKOs.
They
Put
don't.
those in your pocket.
They do not, and they're still better than this.
Put those AJKOs in your pocket. You can't wear them with anything.
Them shit's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, you're right. They're disgusting.
These are fire. Exposed tongue. I'm loving these. I'm rolling with these. These are flames. So you dropping those. You're not
Easily.
copying.
I'm not even gonna cop them.
Okay, yeah. Jump in the raffle for me because they're gonna be limited.
Got you, my boy.
Thank you.
What size? Size 7?
Sure. Yeah, give me the size 7 and give me the size 11.
That's your size?
You gotta be
You're from 7 to 11?
pretty much.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, you know those guys from 7 to 11. But let's talk about these next shoes. Air Force One, 4 Horsemen, LeBron. Shh. This is a you shoe. This is a you shoe.
That's not.
You like green. You like green.
Then them is hot. mid.
Fire.
Them's hot mid.
It's fire.
What's the retail on those?
Like 120.
122 damn much.
These is hard.
That's a strong pass.
Hey, these hard.
You might as well
auto
get an
these.
all-white Air Force at that point.
I mean, put it like this, man. Any collectors know
Oh my
when you
God.
got a cop. That's why I should have put on set the LeBrons from St. Vincent, St. Mary's. Any collectors know
Those
the
are
Air Force
all
Ones.
mid too.
That's crazy. Any collectors know the Air Force One OG classic silhouette. Then when you put LeBron on it for a Horseman, fire. I'm loving these. White and green, super simple, basic. Throw it on some green stuff. Better than wearing them green Jordans that y'all be wearing. I don't know what's up with that. But you know what I'm saying? 4 horsemen. I'm going to say a cop.
Drop.
That's crazy. What's the next shoe, man?
We got the Sabrina Ionescu.
How you say her last name?
Ionescu, I think.
Ionescu.
I think so. Don't cook me in the comments, whoever knows her actual.
Is she nice? I haven't watched her play yet.
Nice.
I think I watched her in college.
She's like a college player of the year. She's one of the best in the WNBA right now. She plays for the New York Liberty.
Ever?
Is
she one of the best ever?
She's too young to say that.
So why did she got her own shoe?
I mean, she's on pace to become one of the best ever. No cap.
Only the best ever have had their own shoe. Not even Sue Bird got her own shoe. She got to wear all the Kyries and Bronze.
That's another thing. I think it's hard to market a woman's basketball player because, you know.
Are you crazy?
She's only the 8th person ever. 8th woman ever.
You know who the first was?
No, I don't.
Flames. The best women's basketball shoes of all time. Cheryl Swoops.
Cheryl who?
Cheryl Swoops.
Who's that? Cheryl Miller?
Cheryl Swoops.
Swoops?
Look it up. Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops. Look up Cheryl Swoops Nike basketball shoes. Best basketball shoes of all time.
Swoops.
Cheryl Miller is Reggie Miller's sister.
I know. Shout out Riverside.
She don't got that like Cheryl Swoops got that. I'm going to tell you right now. Cheryl Swoops might be the greatest woman basketball player of all time.
I need you to understand Cheryl Miller dropped.
It don't matter. Cheryl Swoops, baller.
100 points.
When?
She holds the California State record.
Not in the league, though.
Not in the league.
It only matter when you're in the league.
These cool.
All the Cheryl Swoops. It's like 5 good ones. Best basketball shoe for a woman of all time. Yeah, they just retro one of her joints, too. I think like the 2 or the 1.
I don't know.
Fire.
Let's go back to this one, the Sabrina ones.
Sabrina ones don't got nothing on those, but the Sabrina ones definitely look like GT Cut 3.
Nah, they look like Kyrie's for real.
They look like Ja Morant's.
But they definitely have details for her that are fire.
LeBron 20.
So under the sole, as I was saying, under the sole, it wraps up to the heel tab, a I for her last name, Ionescu.
Okay.
Which is pretty fire.
That's hot.
Then she got the S logo on the tongue, which is fire.
Look like the Source logo from the magazine, the Source magazine.
It kind of does.
Like a video game or something.
It kind of does.
It's kind of whack.
I would low-key cop these.
You like white shoes, so that's probably why you're into this.
Even different colorways. It's a clean shoe.
Nah, I'm not rolling. These are not it. These are not it.
You hikey.
They copied. How many times you gonna give us the LeBron silhouette? How many times you gonna give us the Kobe silhouette? The GT Cut for sure. That's the same mud guard as the GT Cut. I'm not rolling. These are bad. But congrats to her, Sabrina, for the Sabrina ones. We just gotta stop copying style, man. The next shoe, the style copy killer. Revenge Storm. I'm sorry, Bolt. Van.
Don't do that to Vans.
You're right. Vans Bolt.
Fire.
Hey, these hard.
Retail only.
$90. It's like 90 or 60.
Damn, 90 is still a push.
Nah, this is
For
you
some
gonna pay
Vans,
you gonna pay 220 or 190 for the what's the
I
names.
need those in the discount section for real.
I'm rolling with these. These hard. I think you said this. I think more companies should do this. Like they should jump in and
Ripping
like
the Ripper.
rip the Ripper.
Oh, God.
Fire. How y'all feel about ripping the Ripper? That's hard.
That's hard.
Coming back for everything they took.
If Nike does the Cool Kai logo,
They can't.
they can't. But still,
You patented.
that'd be funny though.
Yeah.
I'll actually laugh
That'd be hilarious.
very loudly.
That'd be hilarious. Put a Bolt sole. But no, speaking on this shoe, like you were saying though, the thing about sneakers that people don't know is what costs a lot is the mold for the sole. So the mold for the sneaker outsole, that costs the most to make. So them switching up and putting a lightning bolt on this, that means they spent more money to compete against that Revenge Storm or take it off the market, because I think this will do something like that. And it's combating to the Revenge Storm remodel. Have you seen the new Revenge? We're going to have them in here. But the new Revenge kind of looks similar to this. However, this is just a little bit better, and this is for...
It's actually Vans.
It's actually Vans.
It's actually Vans shoe.
Revenge Storm was actually Vans.
Yeah, it was,
Same
but,
manufacturer.
mm,
But
they're ripping them. They're ripping them. So
Ripping the Ripper, these are fire. I would cop these. I like the ones without the check, or the stripe, shall I say? Super fire shoe. I love the Vans.
I'd pass on those.
Cop,
Discount section only.
cop,
Discount section only.
$90. What's next?
So we got 2 foam posits on the list.
Fire.
So we're gonna talk about the foam posit a little bit.
Fire.
We got the Nike Air foam posit Dreamer World.
I'm not rolling. I already know what they
Releasing
look like.
24th. I'm not rolling with this one either.
I mean,
Not
I do
at
like
all.
a black foam posit.
They're clean. I definitely have to see these in person because the foam posits are definitely fire in person.
Comfy.
They're stupid comfy. You can hoop in those for real.
I hoop in those for real.
Then we both say drop on that one, right?
Drop.
I got cop on this one.
Easy.
The Nike Air Foam Posit 1 Penny Hardaway player exclusive.
Every Penny Hardaway player exclusive, I'm auto copping.
They're all fire.
Auto.
Easily.
Auto.
They're rumored to release April 7th.
Auto.
So this is actually probably the most pairs of foam posits I've seen in quite a while. Do you think Nike's trying to bring them back?
The foam posit never really left.
I don't think so.
As far as the hype goes, it never really left. The foam posit has always been around. Understand this. They drop a kid's foam posit every year. So for the kids, definitely. They're pushing the foam posits. They're pushing them. And it's a great kid shoe because it's going to last forever. It's going to last forever. You know what I mean? So foam posit super fire shoe for kids. It's consistently been pushed for Nike. As far as the men's styles, they still drop a men's one every year pretty much here and there. But people just not into that. It's a heavy shoe. It's a little bulky. The foam posits never died.
I really do think they kind of died, man.
I don't
can't
know.
recall last year or even the year before them dropping a lot of men's foam posits.
That's the California thing. You don't remember because we're in California. Everywhere else, people are buying and copying the newest foam that comes out. And the newest foam might be an all black one. They just dropped a blacked out one. They just dropped the same thing but in blue maybe like 3 weeks ago at Undefeated. It's out on the shelf. It's probably still on the shelf right now.
Do you think a reason to that is the retail is $250?
Price point for sure.
That is an insane price point.
It's always been the price point.
I've always believed LeBrons were expensive, and they're $200. Now, I don't believe in any shape or form we should be spending retail $250 on a foam posit.
It's the highest quality basketball shoe. What do you mean?
No, not for nowadays. No.
The LeBron is the highest quality basketball shoe in the market. You're paying for
not
tech.
a foam posit.
The foam posit is the highest quality basketball
No,
shoe.
it is not.
It has the best quality. It has the best. What do you mean? It molds to your foot.
Aged.
It aged
It's
well.
too
It molds to your
old.
foot.
They don't have updated materials. None of that.
The material was already updated. It was space age from the top.
No one wants foam posit. We need the mesh. We need shit that,
It costs $250
a
for a
little
reason.
flexible. It's comfy, but it's stiff.
It costs $250 for a reason. Everything. I think Nike is properly pricing their performance shoes and properly pricing their lifestyle shoes.
I don't think
I
so.
think the Jordans aren't priced properly.
Really?
Yeah, I think that they keep raising it up, $40 here and there, $20 here and there, and then you get a Jordan for $250, and you're like, wait, these are $250? Every time I go in for threes, I'm paying $250 or $220. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
They're at $225 now.
Yeah, like that. It's
Like
kind
before
of
tax and stuff.
keep them. Every Jordan should be $190.
190.
Max me out at $190.
Jordan 1 should be like 160.
Once, man, I'm pretty sure when they used to be $120 or something like that. Like max me out at $160 or $190, and I'm fine. But everything else, I can't roll. We got any more releases?
We got.
Wait, so we dropping those? Oh no, we copping those penny foam posits.
I am copping those.
I'm copping those. Those fire.
So we got the Baklava Action Bronson's collaboration with New Balances. 990 V6.
Flame.
They're hot mid.
Flame.
Mid.
These are fire.
I'm not copping these.
It seems like a Salehi inspiration a little bit. I feel like.
Definitely inspired by Salehi. They're very loud colors. I don't know if I can see myself ever even holding that shoe.
Comfy boys.
It might be the most comfy shoe ever.
I'm rocking.
I'd rather buy some like freaking Solomon's versus this.
Auto these.
Auto.
They're gonna be limited. They're gonna be super limited. But I do like this shoe. It looks super fire. I would definitely cop these if I can get them, just because they're gonna be comfy, and I would add it to my little 4-5 pairs of New Balances that I'm gonna be wearing.
You just have it in the collection to have it.
I want to wear them, but they all
You're
like
really
suede.
a collector for real, bro.
They like suede or something. You can't even be, you know what I mean? Like, man, protection pack's fire.
He
You know
said
what
I'm
I'm
gonna buy them just to put them in my closet.
Nah, I'm gonna wear them one day. One of these days.
That's literally just what you said.
I mean, I'm getting up there. I'm definitely trying to get comfortable shoes. I told you I might cop some Hokas or something one of these days.
Some Solomons, man. They look cool. And
They
I know
don't. They don't look that cool to me.
They
Look like
look
you about
better
to
than
ride a bike or
Okas.
something,
Okas definitely look like you about to go for a 3-mile jog.
or a power walk, a fast
Nah.
walk.
They a little curved.
Yeah, look like you about to go for a
Like
fast
the Chris
walk.
Paul State Farm commercial.
Yeah, I'm not rolling with
Fire.
that. I'm not rolling. What else we got, man? We got some more releases?
We got the infamous. This is a rumor release that we might be super early or right on time.
Everything is a rumor release, high key.
High key. They release it whenever they want.
Whenever they want.
So we got another contender for shoe of the year. Nike SB Dunk Low Jarritos.
Jarritos?
Fire.
Is it?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
These are disgusting.
Watch your words.
They are.
You're gonna say these are disgusting.
It's just the basket weave,
the
like
mesh shit, the mesh upper, the basket weave, whatever that.
I'm not
material's
rolling with the
called.
mesh upper either. I
That
think you could
is-
tear that shoe away,
you
like
can tear
when
it
you
away.
skate.
It turns orange and green.
I don't know,
Inspired
man.
by one of the greatest drinks of all time.
True that.
Jarritos.
True that.
Naranja.
True that. What's your favorite?
Naranja.
That's the one.
That's orange. Or
What's-
pineapple.
what's-
Pineapple's fire.
What's the tamarindo joint? That's tamarindo.
Tamarindo. It's
Tamarindo?
totally different.
That's a different flavor. They don't have that in that brand.
They do. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, that's like the brownish orange.
That's the one I like.
That one's fire too.
That one's gas. I always get that.
I definitely need these. I will definitely pay resale for these. Hopefully they're not too high, and
They're
I
gonna
would
be
probably
up.
distress these too.
They're gonna be up.
The rumor to release. I don't think I said the rumor to release is April 1st.
April Fools. No, they're not.
They're totally pulling an April Fool's joke
Maybe
on
at
me.
skate shops or something like that. Those are hard. I like those. No cap. I would cop, but not really.
You would cop, but not really explain. Retail only.
I think it's a flip, so I would want to be on the right side of that flip. But
and just sign up for the raffle for me, my boy.
I'm gonna flip them. I wanna.
Nah, you could just sell them.
It's better if you rock them.
Yeah,
It's better if you rock them. I will. Super fire shoe. Anyway, pick up.
I think we're gonna wrap up with music. A bunch of hot mid in my eyes. We got T-Pain did a cover album, literally a cover. He did a
On top of the cover.
on top of the covers with the very fire cover art.
Very fire cover art. I ain't gonna lie. When
He
I seen
did.
it, I was like, oh, I'm in.
He started out hot with a change is gonna come. He did that amazing. Then he hit us with some like
Just a small town girl.
he hit that
Living in a. Ooh, I heard that. I said, okay.
Yeah, he hit that.
He got me. I was singing by part two. By part two, I'm in the mirror. Just a small town girl. Y'all know how I go.
He did That's Life. Frank Sinatra, that one's fire.
That was fire.
He did a Sam Smith song.
Yep.
Stay
That was
with
fire.
me. That one's mid.
I
didn't
mean,
like that one.
it's covers.
Yeah,
It's covers. In the end of the day, I think
he did that.
it was very highly produced. You know what I mean? He had a lot of effect on his voice. But
T-Pain could still sing his ass off, man.
yeah, but when you're doing covers, you kind of got to like,
Even yeah.
shout out to T-Pain for saving us for the covers, because y'all know who did a mid cover. Mid is covering the world. Logic, your boy. I'm not gonna talk too long about that guy, but
I mean, yeah, it was
mid
bad.
is cover. What was it?
was bad.
The Ice Cube cover.
Yeah.
That was the most mid thing you can ever do. How you gonna sing Ice Cube some gangster music?
We could just move on.
Yeah,
to
just bad.
The single Usher Glue. That's what he called it. It was a fire song, but hear me out. Usher didn't sound like Usher to me.
He had a lot of effect.
He had a lot of effect, and he was in a very high pitch. I was like, "Hold on, this is not Usher singing right now." I sent it back to Raymond versus Raymond. I was like, "This does not sound like the same person at all." It doesn't.
In my experience, I don't sing or anything, but I knew some singers. You know what I mean? Shout out Tank, friend of the show. The greatest singers singing like a high pitch. You know what I mean? Like that's like them showing off pretty much. So I think that's what he was doing
The
on that
whole
record.
song,
It's pretty crazy.
it didn't even sound like him.
It didn't sound
That's
like
the
him.
thing.
I don't like this record. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was all right.
The idea of it is fire. The high. You're right. I couldn't get with the high pitch. I could tell he was trying to flex what he does, but it just didn't resonate with me the right way. I ain't gonna lie to you.
One time listen.
Yeah, in and out.
Then we got the last album that just dropped, Money Man, Red Eye. I definitely tried listening to the whole thing.
Flames.
And he sounded too monotone for me.
Even down the everything I would never need.
like,
That's
If you're on
hard.
a drill beat, bro, like, I need to hear some yelling a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
The hardest thing about Money Man is his beats. His beat selection, unstoppable.
Fire. Unmatched.
Unmatched.
I'll give you that.
Every song a
All
banger.
instrumentals were fire, but like, pause. I'm gonna say pause beforehand. He ain't ride him like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't ride him.
Wait, what'd you say?
He ain't ride them beats like that.
He ain't riding them beats like that. Hey, this was fire. I think that he's doing the exact opposite. I think he is. There's a new revolution of like how the new rappers, and I'm not saying he's a new rapper. He's been around for a while, but how the new guys get on tracks and he kind of rides it in a different way. Pause. But I'll tell you this. And we're gonna cut mine out and keep yours in this time. But I will say this: beats fire is one thing when you like make every song kind of sound the same. It kind of puts you in that trance. I was driving on the way to work listening to this. I'm speeding in the rain. Like this is another one of those like records that make you just want to like really just like ride to it.
I would definitely have to be dialed into doing something else.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there listening.
If I sit at home and you're not really rapping like some stuff that I need to think about, it's kind of like, what are you talking about?
So
but
I was doing quite the opposite. I was riding in like clear freeway. I was 70 miles per hour.
70.
Listening to bars and whatnot, doing the total opposite of what I do.
Yeah.
The total opposite.
You be riding in silence?
I caught myself doing that today.
I like riding in silence, man. It's underrated.
I was trying to do the sneakers. I was like, let me hit. Pause. And I didn't hit. I was like, bro, I've been riding in silence for 30 minutes. Either way, that Money Man album was my first time listening to Money Man. So
that part.
One time listen. I'm sorry.
Hey, this Money Man hard, no cap. I'm about to play it all day.
I might give it a second chance.
You're gonna have to. I'm gonna play it all day.
This guy.
Yeah. Money Man album fire.
That might be it for the music, and that might be it for the fourth episode of the Fair Game Podcast.
Very fire episode, man. I'm glad we made it this far.
It was a great conversation.
We gotta keep going.
Appreciate you.
Comment, subscribe.
Appreciate you guys for watching.
Once again, guys.
Hey, you like that? That was hard. We did it at the same time.
Nah, man, but go ahead, see.
Once again, guys, appreciate you guys for watching the Fair Game Podcast. This is Cash.
This is C.
Likes, comment, subscribe.